Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into something new in photography and filmmaking.
Yeah, something small, but wow, it's making big waves.
Exactly. We're talking about micro drones, not your standard aerial photography drone, but these tiny buzzing machines.
Mhm.
They seem to be totally changing how stories get captured, opening up angles we couldn't reach before.
That's absolutely right. And our mission in this deep dive is really to unpack what makes these micro drones tick.
Okay.
We'll look at their unique abilities, how, surprisingly affordable they can be, and their real potential for visual storytelling.
Sounds good.
We're pulling insights from our source, micro drones, photography's soaring new frontier. So for you listening, especially if you're already into creative tech, we want to get past the basics.
Yeah, what does this really mean for creators? I'm curious straight away about the size. When you say micro, how small are we actually talking?
Okay, good question. Picture holding one in your palm.
Really? That's
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, palm-sized or sometimes even a bit smaller. The really key thing, especially for regulations, is the weight.
Ah, the weight limit.
Exactly.
Right.
Generally under 250 grams. That's, often the magic number in places like the U.S.
So below the threshold for stricter rules?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It often means less hassle with registration, which is a big plus for independent creators. Freedom, right out of the box.
Okay, so that's practical. Less red tape, more portability. But what about the creative side? How does being that tiny open up new photographic doors?
Well, this is where it gets really exciting. It's all about agility.
Agility.
Yeah, they can just zip through super tight spaces, fly indoors reliably,
Indoors.
and capture these amazing first-person view shots, FPV,
Mm.
from angles that were just, well, impossible before.
Give me an example. What kind of impossible angle?
Think about flying through a car window smoothly, or diving under a chair during a scene,
Whoa.
or weaving inside a moving carnival band, capturing
Yeah.
that energy from right within the action.
Without massive cranes or disrupting everything.
Exactly. No bulky gear.
Yeah.
It puts the viewer right in the scene, not just watching from afar. It kind of democratizes those really dynamic shots.
Puts the viewer inside. I like that. It's like a photographer's hummingbird, almost.
Huh. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But, okay, the big question for anyone serious about images, the quality.
Hmm.
With something that small, surely there's a trade-off.
You'd think so, but the tech has jumped ahead. The image quality is honestly pretty impressive for the size.
Really? Like what resolution?
Many shoot in 4K now, and they often have really good built-in electronic stabilization.
Okay.
Now look, you're not getting that super shallow depth of field of a, big cinema camera sensor.
Right, limitations exist.
Of course.
Yeah.
But for dynamic storytelling, for capturing that creative motion, it's kind of unmatched.
So it excels in movement and unique perspectives.
Totally. The energy they capture, these visceral moments,
Yeah.
bigger drones or gimbals just can't replicate that specific feel.
Okay, that distinction makes sense. It's about the type of story. So where would this really make a huge difference? Can you paint a picture, maybe a real-world scenario?
Sure. Imagine shooting behind the scenes on a photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You could fly the micro drone through the lighting setup around the model, giving this intimate, fly-on-the-wall view of the whole creative process.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Or picture covering a big street festival like Carnival Monday.
Right.
Instead of just wide shots from way up high, you could weave this little drone through the dancers, just above the crowd, dipping and rising with the music.
Capturing the energy from within.
Exactly. Showing that real-time feeling, being part of it. It answers that question.
Yeah.
How do you get truly dynamic shots without a Hollywood budget? Micro drones are a big part of that answer now.
Okay. That level of agility is amazing. But it sounds like it might be tricky to handle. There has to be a learning curve, right?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Especially for those really fluid FPV shots.
FPV, yeah. First-person view.
Right. If you've flown drones, attitude mode is one thing.
Yeah.
But acro mode, fully manual, that's what the magic is for these things.
No GPS holding your hand.
Exactly. You're controlling speed, tilt, direction, all manually. It takes practice, requires real situational awareness. You will crash.
Ah, good to know.
But the reward,
Yeah.
it's movement that feels alive. You feel like you're inside the action, not just watching it. That immersion is powerful for telling a story.
Right. The payoff is that unique perspective. So, okay, a specialized skill, learning curve. Does that mean a hefty price tag? What's the damage to get started?
And here's a surprise. It's actually surprisingly affordable.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
You can find some decent beginner models for under $200.
Wow, okay.
Get one of those, maybe add a small action camera if it doesn't have one built in, and you're basically good to go.
That's very accessible.
It is. Now, sure, more serious custom FPV builds for specific shots, they can cost more. But still, it's way, way less than decking out a full cinema camera rig or buying a big professional drone. That low barrier to entry is really fueling all this creative content we're seeing.
So, pulling this all together, it feels like we're really talking about a new kind of image making.
I think so.
It's fast, it's fluid, it feels really personal. These aren't just for, landscape aerials anymore.
Not at all.
They're like storytelling machines that can literally fly through your imagination,
Well,
capture things we couldn't before.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that's the strategic advantage, right? For photographers, videographers listening now, adopting these tools early gives you a head start.
As the trend grows.
Yeah. And the key thing is, you don't need to be some ace pilot from day one. You just need the vision, the desire to explore.
The tools are there now.
They really are. Tools to tell stories in ways that used to be just for huge productions.
So for anyone listening, if you want to push your creative boundaries, the advice seems clear.
Get into it.
Start learning about microdrones, play around, practice.
Yeah. Embrace the learning curve. You'll probably crash a few. That's part of it.
Then fly again. Because that perspective you gain, literally and figuratively, seems invaluable.
Absolutely. And just remember, sometimes the most powerful stories, the best shots,
Yeah.
they aren't way up high. They might be just a few feet off the ground, weaving through the world in a whole new way.